What's going on, guys? Out here on a nice, cool fall day. Just wanted to check in with you guys. As you know, I had a few technical difficulties on Tuesday for our Tuesday night 8 p.m. live stream. So I figured I'd get out here on the lake and, spend a little time out here, have a nice discussion while I just drive around, see if I can catch a fish or two. All right, so let's see who we have checking in. Of course, we have Cerebral Tackle checking in. What's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see. And if you could, I have a new audio set up. So if you guys can hear me, make sure you hit a 1 in the chat. Just want to make sure this audio is good. Because like I said, I have a few things that I'm working on, get some things set up. And let me just go ahead and get this other view ready for you guys. Let's see, just bear with me as we get things set up. Then we'll get into the show, guys. All right, I see CT is in the chat. Hit me with the 1. And if you could, all right, and we have Brian the Baker Fisherman. I keep saying, I always say the name backwards. We have Brian the Fisherman Baker checking in. All right, so we're just going to get up here and see how we do out here on this lake today as far as catching some fish. Windy, how's the wind, guys? It's really windy out here right now. So hopefully you guys can hear it. Let's see. What should we start off with today? Fall fishing is important. Water temperature dropped 30 degrees. But how's the wind, guys? How's the wind? Okay, so Cerebral says the wind is rough. So looks like I may have to go inside. All right, do we have Chauncey Davis checking in? All right, and CT says the wind is rough. All right, so let me do this, guys. Let me just see if I can real quick. Maybe not. And then what I'll do is move to a better area where the wind may not be as bad. So we'll try that. I just wanted to check something out real quick. All right, so how is that pole looking? If you guys are not aware, I did set up a poll. And in that poll, hold on just a second, guys. And in that poll, I'm a little distracted before I move off. But yeah, if anybody can take a look real quick and let me know what type of results you have in the poll so far. And the question on the poll, I believe, was, do you feel the majority of the coangler complaints that you hear are legitimate? And basically this is based on a video that I watched yesterday. All right, so he says the wind is horrible. Do I have a screen? No, I have a new headset, some new earpieces that I was trying out. But what I'll do is I'll go to a different area where the wind is not as bad. Let's see who else we have. Let's see. CT says, poll is missed on my screen. Can't see it. Is anybody else able to see that poll? CT says the wind is horrible. Do you have a screen? So now what I'll do is let me just mute my mic real quick, guys. What I'm going to do is to see if I can catch a fish from this spot real quick. Then I'll see if I can find the area where the wind isn't quite as bad. And then I'll go and check that out. All right, here we go, guys. I am back. Just drop another quick one in the chat if you can hear me okay. I'm going to try to get out of this wind. All right, guys. What I did is I just put something to kind of buffer the wind a little bit. But let me know, can you still hear me okay, or does it sound muffled right now? All right, guys, I'm going to try to see if I can find a cove or something like that I can go and hide in and get away from this wind. All right, so right now I have the earpiece covered up by my gator, just so I can see if that helps with the wind, guys. So what I'm gonna do is just head to an area where I can get out of the wind and we can just have a conversation. How about that? Let's see. And hopefully catch a few fish. Where is a good area where I can go hide from this wind? Let me see. Let's go and take a look over here. All right, so let's see, guys. Just try to get out of the wind a little bit. Let's just see if this is a little better over here. All right, so let's do a sound check. Sound check. How do things sound over here now, guys? I have my earpieces covered up a little bit better. I'm just gonna head in on one of these points. Maybe do a little worm fishing. All right, just waiting for some updates in the chat, guys. Let me know how the wind is sounding over here where I'm at now. All right, we have CT checking in, saying better so far. And let me go in here and just check and see. Is anybody able to see that poll? Is the poll still up so that you guys can see that? All right, shout out to Living Out Loud, the podcast says, sounds much better. Yeah, I had to get out of that wind. But you know, sometimes the wind is your friend when you're trying to catch fish. But I guess it's not, the wind is not your friend when you're out here trying to talk to your peoples, see what's going on, get some thoughts from everybody. Let me just get in here and get lined up a little bit, guys. See if any of these fish are out here active today. Maybe I'll throw a worm or something like that. Fish a little slower today. All right, there we go. Let's lock onto that spot and grab her. And yes, I do have a big mess over here, guys. I've been tying on different rods and stuff like that, getting things set up. But for today, let's go ahead and fish a shaky head. All right, shout out to Big Mac checking in to the live stream. Says greetings from Arizona. All right, so let's see. CT says, but when you turn your head, it will scratch against the gator. Yeah, so I'll be looking in the chat, guys. So just keep giving me feedback on the on how the audio is and everything, and I'll try to make adjustments. And actually, give me a second, guys. What I want to do is I don't see anybody saying anything about the poll, so I just want to take a look and see for myself if that poll is up. So just bear with me if it cuts out for a quick second. All right, let's see, guys. All right, what will happen? Do you guys think we'll catch any fish today? All right, so I'm just checking in the chat and checking on the live stream itself to see if this poll is up here, guys. All right, let's see. How do I add this poll back in here? Yeah, so from my point of view, I don't think it's going to let me view that poll unless I actually log out and try to come back in. Let's see. Here we go. So is anybody else out there fishing today or this weekend? What do you guys have on your agenda? All right, shout out to Joseph checking in. What's going on? I know you've been out there on the lake doing your thing. Oh man, I hear some top water fish out there. They're out there hitting on top, guys. You know how that is. All right, let's see. Live chat. Okay, yeah, so I am, man. Oh, right here. All right, so the wind is a little better over here. All right, so I am able to see the poll in here, guys. And basically what the poll is saying is, do you think most co-angler complaints about being backboated? I think some people call it backboated, front-boated. Not sure what terminology you use. But the thing about it is where the co-angler feels like they are not getting some love from the back of the boat so that they are able to catch fish. All right, so let me backboated are legitimate. And then just put your comments in the chat, guys. All right, so right now we have 9 votes. Let me see. Okay, and then the choices are, if you're a boater, this says no if you think they're not legitimate, and you're a boater, yes if you're a boater, and then no if you do not think that most of the complaints are legitimate and you're a co-angler. And that'll just give us an idea of how the boater's mindset is versus the co-angler's mindset for the people that are in the chat. So of course this is not going to be okay, I see CT calls it being front-ended. All right, so let's see. But it is actually not allowing me to see the results of the poll myself. All right, so let me just go ahead and get back out of here and hop back into the live stream, guys. And we'll see if we can catch a fish or two. Oh man, fall fishing is definitely in effect, guys. The fish are out here hitting on top. Like I said earlier, the weather's cooled down some. All right, so yes, you guys saw somebody could in the chat put what you currently see for the results of the poll. Like, what are the percentages for each one? Because I'm not able to see that from my screen from the way that I'm signed into everything. But I can continue to hop in the chat and see what you guys have to say about it. But let's go ahead and hop back in here real quick and just take it from the top. All right, so let's see. Oh, and also, if anybody is not a member of the channel and wants to join the channel, those are the members of the Money Team. And if you take a look, you will see those people have a badge right next to their name, and it will give you the information of how to become a member of the Money Team. Just click that join button, and it will, just play a little video and give you some of the perks and what that's all about. All right, and let's see. CT, he has said it's not all boaters, but it's some. The ones who are guilty are bad about it. Okay. All right, so that might be a something that a lot of people can agree on right there. All right, and then so CT says money after watching the video. They're both wrong. They're both wrong. So what we'll probably do, guys, is when I get back in the studio, we'll go over this a little more in depth. And I know Cajun Rob, I don't know if he's in the chat, but Cajun Rob has been reaching out to me wanting to come on to have that discussion also. So we might see if we can make that happen. All right, and let me see. CT said wrong, but putting him on blast instead of teaching him was what is that? Deal hole move. He ain't all that. So if you notice, the boater was trying to talk to that co-angler, but what that co-angler told the boater is, hey buddy, this is not my first rodeo. Did you catch that part, CT? Where the So how do you talk to someone if they're telling you, "Hey, buddy, this ain't my first rodeo"? That doesn't sound like somebody that's kind of open to hearing some constructive criticism or some advice to me. All right, so let's see. By the way, I challenged that guy on discussion. Okay, so it sounds like you reached out to the guy already. All right, and let's see. We have Brian the fisherman Baker checking in. All right, just trying to go through here and get caught up in the chat real quick, guys. All right, shout out to Chauncey checking in. All right, so the wind was rough a little earlier, but now I think it is a lot better. And yeah, so CT did mention something about getting a windscreen. So I'll have to look into that. But I have to figure out how to make that work with these earpieces that we've been using for the on the water lives, guys. So if you guys haven't been watching those on the water lives, we've been having a great time with those. If anybody is in the chat or watches the videos and you're interested in participating in one of the on the water lives, make sure you guys reach out to me. Just send me a message on my Instagram. It's at official MoneyBass is my Instagram, and that's how you can reach me. So just send me a message on that, and I can check into it and see how we can make it happen. I do have a calendar set up, so every Sunday from 7 to 12, we'll try to get one of those in before the football game starts, because you guys know it is football season. I don't watch football, but I know a lot of guys do. So what we'll do is have kind of like a fishing game, where you guys can tune in and get active in the chat and just kind of watch the guys as we're out here doing our thing, trying to make it happen. All right, so here we go. So check this out. Original Tubbs says, when I was a co-angler, it was understood your main job is to get in there and try to catch them, follow-up fish without whining. No whining allowed. What do you guys think about that? Should co-anglers be allowed to whine whenever they feel that need? All right, then shout out to Living Out Loud, the podcast. And Chauncey Davis checking in says, be careful out there. And the 2024 BFL schedule is out. That's right. We have Lanier, we have Eufaula, Sinclair, and Oconee coming up on that schedule. So those are some pretty decent lakes. I just have to, make some decisions, see if I'm going to be fishing that or not for the 2024 season. All right, and let's see what else we have. Who else do we have? CCT says Original Tubbs. Then you had some a-holes out there. It's not about whining. It's about respect and being fair, promoting the sport. All right, then you guys are getting active in here, talking back and forth to each other. So I'm trying to get caught up in the chat real quick, because I know, you guys are moving. You guys are moving in here in the chat. Let me just sit down for a quick second and try to zoom through these chat messages real quick, guys, and see what we have in here. All right, so we have Big Mac checking in from greetings from Arizona. Then CT giving Big Mac a shout out. Let's see. All right, just bear with me, guys. All right, shout out to the Money Team. What's going on, Joseph? Glad you're checking into the chat. And as always, getting active in the comments. I know you've probably been out there on the lake, hanging around, floating around in that kayak. All right, and let's see. So Big Mac says, thought you guys were fishing the BFS tackle until you caught those tanks. What is that? What is BFS tackle? Thought you guys were fishing the BFS tackle until you caught those tanks. And which day is that? Because I think I did a repeat on catching some good ones the other day. Oh, maybe you're talking about the last live. Is that what you're referring to on that? All right, and then Joseph says, beat downs all day. CT says, avoiding the heat. Yeah, it's cooling off out here, guys. So we're not having those high temps and everything. Man, look out there. Those fish are definitely hitting on top. Yeah, instead of doing the in-studio live stream, guys, like I said, my computer went down on me on Tuesday, so I wasn't able to do the Tuesday 8 p.m. live. But I will see if I can do that for this evening. If so, I will send out the notification. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, and you have also hit the notification bell, because that will allow you to receive those notifications whenever I do set up the live streams for the same day. Because as you see, sometimes I do some pop-up live streams. I set those up, and the people that are subscribed and hit that notification bell, you guys should be receiving those notifications. All right, so let's see what else we have, guys. So Chauncey says, I'm practicing with the hover rig this weekend. Oh yeah, I have one sitting up here. So actually, let's see. You see all these rods over here? One of those, and see some of them I don't even have reels on the things yet. Like this one right here. There's another one in here somewhere that doesn't have a reel on it. So I got to get those set up. But yeah, I'm going to set one of those up with a hover rig and get out here and play around with that too. All right, Joseph says, all right, Slackliner, button it up and get to jerking on them. Hey, come on, man. You know, I got to get out here and talk to my people. I have to talk to you for a little bit. So really, today isn't necessarily about catching fish. What I wanted to do is just come out here, get on the lake a little bit. All right, Joseph, I will catch one fish for you before the end of the live stream at least. So let me see. We've been rolling for about 26 minutes, but as you see, it's been mostly talking because this is kind of a on the water live stream to make up for Tuesday night's live stream. All right, CT says, nice, Chauncey. That's awesome. Let us know how you do. All right, let's see. So CT, he was saying that he called it front-ended. And once again, guys, I don't know if anybody has already responded, but the poll, if you can put the percentages of where we are at in the poll, like how many people have voted and the percentages for, I think there's 4 options in there. If you're a voter, then whether you're voting yes or no. And if you're a co-angler, whether you're voting yes or no, as far as do you feel that the majority of the co-angler complaints are legitimate or are they just whining like some people say? So I just want to get like a consensus of the people that are in the chat and just see where everybody's heads are at with that. Then, you know, I'll keep going through the comments and see how everybody feels about it. And what we'll do is continue the discussion. I'll try to make sure I do it this evening at 8 o'clock. And I'll put another poll back up. And what I'll do is I will actually bring some of you guys on the screen so everybody can hop on here and, you know, we can have a nice little friendly debate about what people actually think about that. And I did put the link in the description for the video that we are referring to. So after I end the live stream, make sure you click on the link in the description, watch that video so that you will know what we will be talking about this evening whenever I do the live stream on it. All right, so let's see. Joseph says, I will let the co run the trolling motor. I don't care. Just get me near fish. Let me do my work. All right, Joseph. So you're going to let him get on the front of that kayak, huh? Is that what you're going to do? All right, let's see. I know CT has a lot to say about this. CT says there are completely legit complaints. It's all situational. Are there situations where the co is disrespectful? Is a disrespectful jerk? It goes both ways. It's not a simple answer. Oh, yeah, we can make it simple. CT, we can keep it simple. We can make it simple. Life should be easy flowing. You know, just out here having a good time, just living life. All right, so let's see. Joseph CT says, yes, you're awesome. Okay. All right, Living Out Loud, the podcast. Shout out to you. She says, off topic, I saw an angler using crickets the other day. 50 for $5. He cut a black drum that was huge. Okay, yeah, so that sounds like you're doing some. Well, that's not necessarily saltwater fishing. I think that is freshwater fishing. But yeah, so I mean, I grew up using crickets, grasshoppers. I mean, we pretty much used to do a lot of creek fishing. So on the way to the creek, we would bring a jar with us, and we would just like catch bugs and dig up our own worms and all that stuff. Put them in a jar, and whatever we could catch, that's what we would use for bait. Especially cricket. So yeah, lifting up logs and looking under rocks and stuff like that. So that was always a good time as far as let me do this real quick. Let me just take this other view off real quick while I'm going through the chat. All right, so CT, let's see. It says CT, I'm going to practice with a 3.3 Kitech in the Demiki. What is that? Armor shad. All right. All right, so CT says you're right, but he come off harsh and got that response. He could have talked him down if he tried. If it doesn't work, there's no hope for him. Man, that's kind of tough. So what we're referring to as far as this goes, now this guy has paid his $300 something entry fee, his driven weight, whatever this lake is that he has gone to. He's paid for this Airbnb, his gas, and all this stuff. And he gets on a boat, and this co-angler says, take me back to the ramp. What do you think about that? Do you think that is acceptable? What would you say would be a legitimate reason for a co-angler doing a super tournament? This is to to qualify for the regional. So you have been fishing all year up to this point trying to qualify for the regionals. You get out there, and if this co-angler gets off your boat or says take me back, and you take that co-angler back, you're done. You can't continue fishing that that tournament. You've already paid your entry fee. You fish for the whole year, and that co-angler says, I'm done, I'm out, let me off of this boat. So what do you feel is a legitimate reason for a co-angler to say, I'm done fishing this tournament, I'm disqualifying both of us, basically, I'm going to get off the boat and go home? What do you feel is a legitimate reason for that? All right, let's see. What else do we have going on in here? All right, let's see. All right, just going through here trying to get caught up in the chat. What I do a lot of times, guys, whenever I get a lot of messages, is that I just kind of try to zoom through it real quick, and I'll read anybody that has a badge next to their name. Those are the members of the money team. And as you can see, I'm out here, so I want to get through the chat real quick and get caught up, and then I'll start doing a little fishing, see if I can catch one or two fish while we're out here. I mean, out here just enjoying a nice fall breeze. As you guys saw out there, it was a lot more windy. All right, and let's see, where were we at in the chat? All right, CT. Now, CT has some strong feelings about this one. He said it's not whining if you're fishing behind in AO. It's more. Good Lord, CT. He said it is war out here in these fishing streets. All right, let's see. Joseph says, you got my wife bucking on you now. She said, money, why is there all that conflict? It's about catching and stacking. Hey, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, can't we all just get along and have some fun out on the water? I mean, as long as you can get your cast in, you know, I mean, hey, I see, I understand that. All right. And then Chauncey says, are you ready for the regionals, fam? Got a rep. Oh, yeah. So I'm trying to head out to Lake Norman to get ready for the regionals. So I'm going to try to get in a few practice days out there. And then, of course, that off limits is coming up. So maybe I'll be able to go out there. I have some family out there that's not far from that lake. I've never fished Lake Norman before. So I do want to get up there before the off limits so that I can at least see the lake and get a feel for it. From what I understand, a lot of people say it's, you know, it's a spotted bass lake. So if I can get some nice fish in the 3-pound range, then I may go ahead and stick with focusing on spotted bass, but we'll see, because I watched some of those shows with Brian Thrift and those guys up there, and they're skipping docks with those mag drafts with those bigger swim baits and catching some nice largemouth. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so let's see what else we have. So Living Out Loud, the pocket says, are you in warm water coming off power plants in the area? No, ma'am. We are out here on Lake Lanier. So this is just a very big lake. So there's none of that warm water stuff going on around here, as far as I know. I mean, I'm not an expert out here, just out here, you know, just like everybody else trying to catch a fish or two. All right, so CT, he says, hey, buddy, Cajun Rob ain't here, but if he was, he'd say co-anglers don't disagree when them. Come on, Joseph. What kind of fishing thing we got going on in here? Man, you guys are definitely getting active in the chat, but I'm almost caught up. All right, so fishing with Ron Pratt, what is going on? We appreciate you checking into the live stream. And actually, let me just go ahead and do it like this so I can see what you guys are actually saying in here. Let me get this one down like this. So I'm out here trying to do multiple things, guys. Got the headset on and got it covered up to try to prevent the wind from getting to it. But I think you guys can still hear me okay. Let me hop back in here in the chat real quick. All right, so here we go. Fishing with Ron Pratt. He says, I think it is legitimate complaint by the non-boater. That's why I did a blog on my website about etiquette. What is that for? Vote. Let's see. Maybe I read that wrong. All right, so here we go. All right, so yeah, you did a blog about it. So yeah, so what would be a legitimate complaint for a co-angler to say, take me back to the boat ramp during a super tournament? This is a 2-day tournament, guys, a super tournament. All right. We got Shadow Bass and says hippies. Hey, I mean, don't we all have a little hippie in us? We want to get out here and live life, have a good time. All right, CT says, I like Rob, but that will earn sugar in gas tanks. All right, Fishing with Ron Pratt says, I did a blog on etiquette for non-boaters and boaters. All right, so yeah, a lot of times that is needed. But remember, guys, the discussion that we're going to have is about the video that I linked in the description. So make sure after we finish this live that you guys go ahead and take a look at that. And I'm just trying to see how far, goodness, you guys are in here getting active in this chat. All right, so what I'm going to do, guys, let me just scroll through here real quick. Let's see. Just tap on these real quick. All right. All right. Big Mac says BFS is bait finesse system catching those dinks last week. Oh, come on, Big Mac. What is going on with that? Can't be getting on us about those dinks, man. Were you not entertained? But yeah, so I did have to step in there and kind of pull out some of them big dogs out of the water on them. All right, then we have Shadow Bass that says MoneyBass 11 votes. Okay, here we go. So somebody did put the poll in here. So 11 votes. You think most co-anglers' complaints about being backvoted are legitimate? All right. Then we have no. I am a boater. So a boater says so. 36% says no. Goodness. Then 36% says yes. So those are boaters. So boaters are split. All right. So no, I'm a co-angler. So the co-anglers are saying that no, most of them are not legitimate. And then let me see. Then 9% says that that yes, they are legitimate complaints. So for me, I would lean more towards let's see if there are more co-anglers saying that let's see. Let me make sure no. So he says no. So the question is, let me find it. Do you think most co-anglers' complaints about being backvoted are legitimate? And we have 18% of co-anglers said no. And then 9% said yes. Wow, that's kind of surprising. And so for me, I fished as a co-angler for 2 years. And in the club I was in at the time, I got co-angler of the year on my second year. First year I came in second place. And for me, being around co-anglers and hearing the conversations that we would have as co-anglers, my vote would say that most of the co-angler complaints are not legitimate. That is the way that I feel based on the conversations that I would hear as a co-angler that those co-anglers do not necessarily have in front of boaters. So that is why my opinion of it is kind of skewed. And I would say that my style of fishing as a co-angler, it was basically wherever that boater pulled up and stopped that boat, I would hop back there and start fishing. I may ask sometimes how deep are we, or something like that, or are you going to be fishing? Just basic questions. But other than that, I'd have my 4 or 5 rods on there with a speed clip on it, change out my baits depending on what we're doing. But that is kind of what gauges my response to this topic. All right, so let's see what else we have. We have Texas Noob checking in. What's going on, man? Appreciate you checking into the live stream. Let's see what else we have in here. Texas Noob says, I don't think there is one. The boater knows that he will have a co-angler, so deal with it. All right. So let me see. So I think you're saying that you don't think that there's a legitimate, that the majority of complaints on the co-angler side are legitimate. Is that what you're saying, Texas Noob? All right. CT says, I was in a dangerous situation with 6-foot rollers and the boater couldn't drive. I told him, let me out. Instead, I pointed him towards the safe water and we placed. Let me see. I told him, let me out. Instead, I pointed, okay. All right. So you went ahead and stayed in. So that situation is a little different. If he is driving dangerously, because that could happen when you're not even fishing. So I would say that's kind of outside of the fishing thing that we're talking about. Because if somebody's out there about to take somebody's life on the water, then yeah, there's no way that could be, a good thing. All right, then Living Out Loud, the podcast says someone in their life is having a serious emergency. Okay, I'm not sure what that's referring to. All right, Shadow Bassett says you can be backvoted. Speed fishing the bank can really limit a backvoter. All right, so if the boater is fishing fast along the bank, then I guess you're saying that that is a possible way that somebody can be backboated. But the question for that would be, is there something that somebody can do to make adjustments for that? That would be my question for that. And do you think that somebody with a higher skill level versus somebody that doesn't have as much skill on the water as far as dealing with that would have an easier time? So yes, it may be harder, but fishing as a co-angler, to me, you have to be a lot more versatile than that boater, because that boater can do specific things. But as a co-angler, that boater may change their mind at any minute. And then what do you do at that point? Can you adjust? All right. Let's see. Shadow Bassin says, I go upwind and drift feet. Let me see. And drift, feed the back of the boat in the first because I can go fishing another day more often, not tournaments. All right, let's see. Goodness, yeah, you guys are uh-oh, look at this. We have a local celebrity in the house. Shout out to Gail at Night. She says, please be sure to click the like button. Really appreciate that, Gail. Really appreciate you stepping in into the live stream, checking the, out. Well, I'm supposed to be doing some fishing and talking, but right now I'm trying to get caught up in the chat real quick. So I'll probably just hop back to fishing in just a second, because I will do a follow-up live stream to this where we can go a little more in depth. And like I said, guys, I will pull you guys up on the screen so you can voice your opinions, your thoughts on this topic. We can have a little fun with it, and maybe somebody will learn something. Maybe some people will learn a thing or two. All right, CT says MoneyBass. He says, yes, you must be more versatile than the boater. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, so that's to be expected. And so some co-anglers are going to have more experience, more skills. Some are going to have less skills and less experience. So in that case, CT, who do you feel will have more complaints? The more skilled and the more versatile co-angler, or the less skilled and less versatile co-angler? Who do you think would have more complaints? All right, and there we go. All right, she's hitting me with my Instagram and everything, guys. So yeah, like I was saying before, you guys have seen the format that we do for the Battle of the Anglers. We do those basically going to be on Sundays before the football game, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. will be the Battle of the Anglers, guys. We'll get out here. It will be a live interaction the same way we are out here. You will see us catching fish, talking trash to each other, making fun of who's ever out here catching the dinks or not catching anything. And that pressure is on. You'll see some sweat start coming on from people's foreheads. All right. All right. So really appreciate that, guys. All right. So let's see. All right, so Joe Winkler says less skills. I agree. I think the co-anglers with less skills are going to have more complaints, because they will feel like they are being done wrong and not be able to adjust. But I have some stories about that too that we'll get into whenever I do the follow-up stream on this evening. All right, let's see. Shadow Bassin says spinner bait out from bank if you are really backboated. All right, so yeah, so there, I mean, it's some ways to get around. To me, the majority of issues that a co-angler may be faced with. But if somebody's out here driving reckless, flying across the lake doing 70 miles an hour, about to run into a shoal or something like that, that's kind of outside the realm of what we're talking about. That's not being front boated, back boated, or anything. Yeah, that's that's on a whole nother level. All right, so Ivy Moore, shout out to Ivy Moore and the Money Team. Really appreciate you checking in. All right, he says bad skills, but I learned how to treat my co-angler. There you go. All right, and let's see. CT says, "Oh, I misunderstood the question." All right, so yeah, if somebody could just type that in the chat real quick, so if somebody's just checking in, they can see. But the question I'm asking is, do you think a more skilled and more versatile co-angler is going to have more complaints about the boater and the way the boater is fishing, or a less skilled and less versatile co-angler? Who is going to have more complaints? And just drop your comment in there, because I'm out on the water, guys, so I can't go in here and make another poll for that. But I might put that as the poll this evening. All right, Joe Winkler says, always or me with that. Okay. All right, Joe Winkler checking in. All right. Look at Gail dropping my Cash App in there. She says, support MoneyBass via Cash App. Oh yeah, really, really appreciate that. So that's another thing that we do during the on the water, the Battle of the Anglers, guys, is I put the Anglers Cash App. Will scroll across the bottom, and of course the sponsor of the stream. So right now we don't really have a sponsor of today's stream yet, but whoever gives the highest super chat, super sticker during the live stream, that person is the sponsor of that live stream. And during the Battle of the Anglers, if you guys want to support your angler, you can shoot them a cash app or something like that. If they, if they're catching a fish, I mean, maybe you want to shoot them $1, $5, or something like that. If they catch a fish out on the lake, to just show some support to your favorite angler. And what we will do is I will have that angler, stop, and we'll give some shout outs. Maybe we'll take a break and do some shout outs and see if anybody is, send anything over to support the angler while we're out here on the water. But really appreciate that, Gail. All right, Texas Newt says, yeah, the less skilled are going to have more complaints. CT says, more skilled equals more legit complaints. Come on, CT. CT is not budging. You have had some bad experiences on the lake. So you're saying that if there's 100 complaints that have been written out, that there are going to be more skilled and versatile anglers are going to have the majority of those complaints. Is that what you're saying, CT? All right, let's see. Shout out to Joe Winkler. He is coming in with the $10 super. What is that? A super chat. Let me go ahead and got to give credit where credit is due right away. All right, so he says I bass. All right, so yeah. Also, give a shout out to your your tournament series that you're fishing, that you actually run, Joe Winkler. Really, really appreciate it. And if you guys notice, Joe Winkler is already in the banner that's scrolling across the bottom as the sponsor of the live stream. So shout out to you. He says, get this party started. Joe Winkler's like, man, stop talking. Stop doing all that talking and let's see you catch a fish. All right, so I got to catch one fish for Joe Winkler. And let's see, who else do we have? We have CT. He says, because you got me fired up. All right, so this is going to be a good one. And if somebody can reach out to Cajun Rob and have Cajun Rob send me a message on my Instagram, because I want to see if I can bring him on tonight too. And that's what we'll do, guys. We'll go ahead and follow. But special shout out to CT. All right. So yeah, I definitely know CT is going to have some things to say, as you guys can already see. And again, special shout out to Joe Winkler. Really, really appreciate you guys supporting the channel. So now I think I need to go ahead and get out here and catch some fish. But before I do, let's check one more. So CT says no. I mean, the legitimate complaints will come from the more skilled anglers. Okay, so that's not what we're talking about, because CT, if you think about it, what is going to be in the minds of the majority of people? The loudest voices and the most complaints are going to be coming from those less skilled anglers. And what you're saying is I agree with that. But let's say out of 100 complaints, the more skilled anglers are going to have less of those complaints. And those are the ones that you're saying are going to be legitimate. So out of 100 complaints, let's say that there's 10, 11 or something like that. But the majority of those complaints, like in that poll, I would say are going to come from the less skilled anglers. And like I said, I have a good story that I'll tell you guys tonight on the live stream. But we have, let's see, what else does Gail have in here? She says, okay, she hit my Instagram back in there. So yes, for anybody that is out here right now, we're only doing Lake Lanier until we finish working out a few bugs and get everything set up. Like you saw a little earlier, I was out in the wind. Seems like the wind has died down a little bit, guys. So I may see if I can go out and catch one or two of those fish that I was tracking a little earlier. But while we're working these things out, we will be on Lake Lanier, but eventually we will expand to bigger lakes. But right now, if you want to participate in one of the on the water lives for Lake Lanier, make sure you send me a message. My Instagram is right there on the screen. It's official MoneyBass is my Instagram. Send me a message and I'll follow up with you and see how we can get you out here on the water with the crew, guys. Get out here and have some fun with it. All right. And CT says, MoneyBass, not necessarily true. Is it a come on, man? I don't even know what that means. What is that one viral? What even is that? Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. Ah. Oh man, just out of reach. All right, Joe Winkler and CT. Let me get out here and start catching some fish for you guys now. All right, in the chat, do you guys want to see the second screen, the view that I have from up here? If so, just put second screen on here. All right, so I think I'm about to get some of these top water fish to come up, guys. Yep, it was a fish alert. All right, appreciate that, Gail. Make sure you guys do hit the like button. Wait a minute. CT, did he come in 2 times? He said, I'm going to sponsor this show. I'm over here heated. CT is ready to put on some boxing gloves. Said, look, man, I've had some bad experiences. I am ready for this. I am ready for this battle. He said it is war when you're out here on these in these YouTube streets and fishing these tournaments. All right, let's see what else we have. Shout out to CT. He says, hold this for bail in case my boy Rob shows up tonight. Uh-oh. It's not going to be one of those nights on. All right, so Ivy says, put the cam on the water, man. All right, so let me go ahead and add that in here for you. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm just scanning around. There's some fish out here roaming around, guys. They're out here chasing some bait fish. I'm thinking that other point over there might be a little bit better. If I could get back out there in the wind, I can make some things happen a little bit faster. But that wind was kind of brutal out there for you guys trying to listen. All right, there we go. Got that dual camera up. Don't lose. Man, you know what? Let me show you guys something real quick. So Texas Noob says don't lose any rods out there. So I didn't lose any rods this time. But can you guys see these rods? Let's see if I can get that right in front of the camera. Can you see that? What are these 2 rods missing? Missed it again, guys. But what are those rods missing? Did you see what was missing on those rods? If you said the rod tip, then you would be correct. So yeah, so those rods, I was trying to tie something on the other day, guys, and you guys see how I'm always up here moving around real fast, trying to do stuff real quick and close my rods in the rod in the compartment. All right, let's see if I can find these fish, guys. All right, yeah, I was out here, decided to come out last minute before I finished organizing everything. So it is kind of a mess out here. But let's see what I can make happen, guys. All right, had some followers going straight down after it. Let's see if they'll hit it. Oh goodness. Right out here. All right, let me show you guys what I'm looking at on the screen. I see a little brush pile right there, and look at all those fish. It's been kind of hard catching them, just dropping straight down on them. But let's check it out and see if I can make it happen. All right, somebody take a look at the poll. Have those numbers in that poll changed? How are we looking? How are we looking on that poll, guys? Oh, I might be able to reach them now. Nope, still out of range. Still out of range, guys. Uh-oh, guys. Let's see. Can your partner make it happen? Come on. Y'all know y'all want it. Okay, they didn't take it, guys. But I think I can figure something out. You think your partner can figure something out? I think I'll be able to figure something out on them, guys. Uh-oh, didn't have my spot lock on. I was wondering why I was moving, drifting off course. All right, let's head back up here. All right, let me hop back in the chat. What are you guys in here saying in the chat? All right, there we go, guys. Hooked up. All right, but can I get him to the boat? Can I get him to the boat, guys? Uh-oh, he's up there spitting up his lunch, too. Chad. Uh-oh, he has one hook in him. Am I gonna be able to make it back there to get the net and still keep this fish? All right, guys. Can you answer quick enough? Should I flip him or should I? Oh shoot! Oh no! Should I flip him or should I net him, guys? If I flip him, he might come off because he has one small hook in him. Let's go for a flip. Let's see if we can have some. See if we can have some fun, guys. Let's see if I can flip it without breaking the net. I mean the. Oh, there we go. How about that? How about it, guys? Let me come back here so you guys can see what we got going on. Grab some pliers. Now, I know you guys saw me almost trip over my pole, huh? I don't know why. Well, I guess I do know why. I didn't take the time to, but check this out. Can you see the eye on that fish? The non-eye. There is no eye on that fish. It's a pretty decent sized fish though, guys. All right, so there we go. So who was the first Cash App? I think CT sent the first one. So CT, this one's for you right here. All right, so CT, this is your fish. Let's go ahead and get a weight on him real quick. Let's make it a fish owl like we do for the challenges. So let's get this on. All right, let's zero it in. All right, so in the chat, here we go. What kind of weight do you think we're gonna have on this fish? Now, this one's kind of skinny. I mean, it's a long fish. It has a nice little stomach on it. There we go, guys. Maybe that'll give you a better picture of it. Drop that out of the way. There we go. What do you guys think? All right, so we have it zeroed in. Has anybody dropped their guesses in the chat? Let's take a look. All right, it came in at 188. 188. Let's go ahead and keep him in here for a quick second, so he doesn't go back down there and tell his friends. Whenever I'm catching fish in the same location, I like to hold them for a minute and not throw them back in there, because then they go right back in there and tell their buddies what was happening. Man, and I forgot to hit my spot lock, so now I have to head all the way back up here. Get back on my location. But one of the good things about APIELE is I can just go straight to the spot that I want to go to. Hit menu. Let's see. And just hit go to. And there we go. It's going to take me straight to that spot while I'm back here doing the things that I need to do. Good deal. That is a real nice feature, having that spotlight and that APIELE, guys. Let me come back here and get everything back organized so I'm not back here tripping over all my poles and stuff like that. All right, so there we go. So that's number one. So that one was for CT. Let me just hop in the chat real quick again, guys. See what you guys were talking about in here. All right, so that first one was what, 188? All right, let's see. Just says, but give it 30 seconds, Big Mac, and try. Okay, so you guys are talking about some stuff in the chat. Oh, come on, Joe. Look at Joseph. Always trying to start some problems in the chat. Shout out to the Money Team and shout out to Joe Winkler. All right, so Joe Winkler said flip. Okay, I got your flip for you. Then Joseph says, sissy boy, boat flip everything. Hey, I went ahead and boat flipped it for you. You saw it. I mean, what would you rate my boat flip on that one on a scale of 1 to 10? I mean, what would you rate it? All right, so let's see. Let's see. All right, CT says, look there, you didn't even need 5 rods and 2 nets. Sure didn't. Not on that one. All right, Joseph says, that's what you were worried about coming off. Man, sprinkle some Fairy One Dustin. Oyster colors. Okay, okay. All right, Big Mac said 125. Ivan Moore said 2.0. Okay, so he was the closest so far. CT was at 210. A little high, a little high. All right. Then Joseph says 4 ounces with the bait included. Ah, come on, man. What is up with that? 4 ounces. All right. Then we have, okay, Gail saying show some support for the money team. All right. Joe Winker said 15 ounces. Come on, man. Not even a pound. I couldn't get a pound. Hog catcher. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I know who that is. I know who that is. I think y'all might see Hog catcher out here on on Sunday. He's trying to come out here and bring the pain on Sunday. All right. Then we have Joseph says 14 ounces without the bait. All right. Says no. Checking for lead. Hey, man, come on, man. All right. Organized. Let's see what else we have. All right, talking about the kayak. CT said, okay, he gave me a 9.2 on the boat flip. All right, so hey, I worked it out. Joe Winter says, was that a hard swimmer? No, that was a top water bait, like a little what's the thing called? A riser. All right, then we have Joseph says 8. Okay, I got an 8 on the limp wrist flip. Come on, man. Why my wrist have to be limp on it? All right, so shout out to you guys. Really appreciate that. All right, so that was CT's fish. So that's how many. Let me see. Let me just double check. I want to make sure I put respect where respect is due. So I know I got CT hit with that $10. Okay, there we go. Shout out to CT. He says because you've got me fired up. All right, so that was fish number 1. That was for CT. Now I got to get one for Joe Winkler. All right, so here we go. So this next fish is Joe Winkler's. He hit me with the $10. Let me go ahead and stick another one for Joe Winkler. All right, so Joe, you want a top water fish too, right? Let me get out here and see if I can get a top water fish for you. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got. All right, you guys are moving in the chat. All right, so who was that? Joe Winkler says, was that a hard swimmer? All right, so shout out to Lanier Bates. Let me actually, where did I put my hard swimmer at? So the other day, I had to change the color up. But here we go. So that is a Lanier Bates hard swimmer right there, guys. So this is that all chrome, real chrome right there. But actually, let me think. So for sunny days, I like throwing that chrome. But I do have, let's see, hard swimmer and another color in here. See if I can find it real quick. Because what I want is more of a natural color for today, since it's not as bright. Man, where did I put those things at? Yeah, I was in the middle of kind of organizing things, guys. So just bear with me. I'm pretty sure I did bring them out here. Where did I put those things at, guys? All right, so what I'll do, Joseph, is I will get a hard swimmer and catch a fish on a hard swimmer. If I don't find the other one, then I'll throw that chrome, but I really didn't want to throw the chrome right now. Where did I put this? Oh, I think I know where I put them at. I haven't finished organizing everything, guys. I think I put them back here. All right, there we go. They're the hard swimmers. So this one right here is called the blueback herring, and it's a slow sinking one. So I'm gonna put that one on there. All right, here we go, guys. Uh-oh, shout out to Joe Winkler. He says, I did just get my hard swimmers 3 in the mail Monday. All right, excited to try them out. All right, so yeah. All right, so what I'll do is I'll catch one on the hard swimmer for you. Let's see if I can make it happen. I'm gonna take it out of the pack. And so for that last challenge, guys, all of the anglers were given some hard swimmers. And I can't remember exactly what the bonus was, but I mean, hey, may reach out to LJ again and see if he'll up the game on it and get some type of bonus for the guys that are able to catch something using that hard swimmer. Let me change this hook out real quick. I have my hook pliers right here, but sometimes for me it's just quicker to just use my fingernail, which I know I shouldn't do. All right, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and put this feathered hook on there. Sometimes it makes a difference, you know, gets their attention a little bit more. They'll go ahead and swipe at that hook. So just changing that out real quick. Now those discontinued Sebile baits, that's what this is. This one is custom colored, custom painted. And just look at the hard swimmer in comparison. This is the hard swimmer. This is the original Sebile swim bait, the ones that are no longer made. These are real hard to come by. But with the action of these, I was able to burn this one across the water the way that I need it with no issues. So, all right, so this is for Joe Winkler for his $10 super chat. Really, really appreciate it. All right, let's see what else we have in here. CT says it looks like a garage sale going on my boat. Sure does. All right, let's see. All right, so here we go. Let me get back up here. Now, this next fish is for there we go. Hold on. Stick it right here. All right, so this next fish is going to be for Joe Winkler. He said he ordered some of these baits from Lanier Baits, the ones I just finished showing you. So let me just get out here and put one to work for you real quick. All right, you guys can continue to get active in the chat. So I see everybody kind of died down about the topic of discussion a little earlier. Things died down a little bit about it. Oh my goodness. The weight is a little bit different on the other one. So that original one that I had is just a little bit heavier because it's a fast sinking. And I did not adjust the bail on here, and I'm trying to cast kind of into the wind, which in a lot of situations is not a good thing. Move back in a little closer, guys. All right, Joseph, let's see if we can make it happen. Let's see if we can make it happen for you. All right, guys, I got about 30 more minutes. See if I can make it happen in 30 minutes. Whoo. Almost. Gotta get my line straightened out, guys. All right, so I'm trying to catch one on this hard swimmer for Joseph. That's what we're working on, guys. See if I can make it happen. What are you guys talking about in the chat? All right, all right. Not cooperating with me, guys. All right, shout out to Joe Winkler. All right, I see you guys in the chat. I see you in the chat. All right, all right. Yeah, they aren't really cooperating with me right now, guys. And I have about 30 minutes to get a fish to the boat for Joe Winkler. Let's see what I got to do to make that happen. Let's see. Let's see. All right, guys. So make sure you guys tune in this Sunday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. We will have another session of the Battle of the Anglers. And before that, we will do a Meet the Anglers, where you'll get to meet the guys that will be participating. So we can get out there and have some fun with it. And also make sure you tune in tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to do the makeup live stream for the one that we missed on Tuesday because of my computer going down on me. Had to send it off, get some quick work done on it. So is anybody fishing this weekend coming up? All right, let's look around, see what else we can see. All right, there we go. Let's see if we can get one to hit this shaky head, guys. Uh-oh, hog catcher trying to get on me. He said, I don't see no action, money. What's going on out there? I don't see no action. I want to see some action. You want to see a hook set, huh? All right, Big Mac says, you got to stay off those. Hey, man, what is going on with that? Actually, sir, what was wrong with my computer is they said that there was one piece of my RAM. I had like 4 in there, and they said one of the RAM um forgot how they worded it, but the RAM was bad on it. So they just replaced that part, $20. Now it's back in action. Came out here for a quick 2-hour session to touch bases with my peoples in the chat, my subscribers, members of the Money Team. Really appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you come back this evening at 8 p.m. We will do the makeup live stream. And make sure you watch for the next Battle of the Anglers that will be taking place on Saturday. I'm sorry, not Saturday. Sunday, guys. Sunday. I'm sitting here thinking about something else. But yeah, on Sunday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m., we will be out here on the lake trying to see what we can make happen. Nice format. Everything will be live. So you'll see us catch the fish, weigh the fish live. We release the fish. We don't take them to the weigh-in. And for each fish that you catch, if you catch a dink, you get $1. $1. If you catch a keeper fish, which is 1.5 pounds or better, that's what we're considered a keeper. For those, you will get a $5 bonus that comes out of the community pot. And there's also bonuses from sponsors. And looks like you guys are really liking that format, because some of the viewers are actually chipping in, hopping in there saying, hey, if somebody catches a 4-pounder, somebody was putting in $40 for that. Somebody else said they'll put in $50 if you catch a 5-pounder. So it's a good time, guys. Everybody gets active in there. And you guys have a lot of fun in the chat, kind of getting on the anglers whenever we're not catching anything and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's a good time. Yes, sir. It is a little cool out here right now. I wasn't really expecting it, but I just kind of rushed and came out here real quick. Just threw on a t-shirt. All right, Big Mac says, have to grease the bearings on my trailer before I go out on the water. Cooling off in Arizona. All right, sounds good. Really appreciate you for tuning in. All right, guys. So we have about 15 more minutes in the chat. Who thinks I can make it happen? Who thinks I can catch one more fish in these last? Actually, hold on. How much time do we actually have? Oh, I started a little late. Guys. So once the live stream hits 2 hours, then I am done. So that is how much time that I have left. Who thinks that I can catch one more fish before we hit the 2-hour mark? And I can tell you that I think I'm about to make it happen. But I don't want to see what you guys think. I want to see who I'm going to be proven wrong today. How about that? So right now, what I'm doing is going for one more fish. I need to catch a fish. Anytime I get a super chat, I want to make sure I set the hook for that super chat. So this one right here is going to be for Joseph. No, was it Joseph? No, Joe Winkler. Joe Winkler. Uh-oh. CT says the Magic 8 Ball says it's doubtful. I didn't say it. The 8 Ball did. Come on, man. Why does it have to be like that? Oh man, CT says you have to catch two more. Since I had the second super chat, you're running behind. Uh-oh. You're putting the pressure on me. That was three super chats that came in, wasn't it? Oh man, you guys are trying to work me today. I was just trying to come out here to have a nice little conversation with my peoples for a quick minute or two. Now I came out here and I have to catch two more fish. Oh man, are you not entertained? I guess the answer is no. We are not entertained. All right, all right. Let me see. Let me see. All right, guys. It's getting hard on me out here. Man, I'm kind of scared to move to another spot because of that wind. But I definitely need to move. All right, guys. I'm going to try to move. And I hope the wind doesn't. Yeah, I don't know if I can move or not, guys. Uh-oh, wait a minute. What's going on here? What, CT, what are you and Hog Catcher in here? We all in here working on. What is going on? Let's go ahead and try to move, guys. Try to get on some fish that are a little more active. Where can I go and I can still stay out of the wind? I saw something, CT. I saw something. I see y'all over there scheming on something. Hey, I'm not going to move too much because I don't want to get out there in the wind. So I'll just kind of stay in the area where I'm at and see how that works out. How about that? All right, CT said I have to catch 2 more fish. All right, guys, time is dwindling down. Have a little bit more time left, so make sure you guys tune in tonight at 8 p.m. We will do the makeup live stream, and you see the topic. Make sure that you go and watch the videos that I have linked in the chat, and that's what we will be kind of reviewing and talking about tonight. And you never know who might stop by. All right. Oh, all right. I missed. Whose fish was that? That next one was supposed to be CT's fish. No, I mean Joe Winkler's fish. Had him on, he came off on me. See if I can get him to come back. Oh my goodness. Did you guys see that? Missed him right at the boat. Ah, man. Did you hear it and did you see it? If you did, just put yes in the chat. Ah, shoot, bad cast. All right, that was a better cast right there. Let's see. Let's see what I have. Another miss. Another miss. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, may have to change my angles up a little bit. Let me change my angle up a little bit. All right, so did anybody see any of those fish that was just coming up on top that I just missed? Did any of you guys see it? Gonna try a different angle on them, guys, and see if that'll work. Damn, still missing it. I know you guys saw it that time. Did you see the fish hit right at the boat and still missed the thing? Change my angle again. Let's see, where did they go? All right. Let's see. Bad cast. All right, looks like these fish don't want to play anymore either. Well, the fun looks like it is gone. We'll take another look around and see. All right, the wind has died down a little bit, but looks like it is time for me to head out, guys. I was trying to see if I can get one more. Need to get one more for Joe Winkler. All right, so who else do we have still in the chat? Oh my goodness, CT. What's up with that? That is messed up, CT. Oh my goodness. Man, I don't know which more brutal right now, the fishing or the chat. All right, so I brought in one fish today, guys. So we've been out here for 2 hours. One fish in. So make sure you guys tune in tonight at 8 p.m. for the follow-up live stream. And on Sunday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. before the game, we will be out here on the lake having another battle of the anglers. So we'll get out here and see if anybody can beat my one fish. We'll see what happens. How about that, guys? Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't. Texas Nuke just said that y'all are waiting on me to catch something. I didn't know that. Let me go ahead and catch something real quick. Yeah, I wish if you guys had told me that, I would have went ahead and caught something. I was just out here just enjoying the cool breeze and just practicing casting. Yeah, I'm getting some followers, but nothing taking it, guys. So yeah, the wind was a little brutal earlier. Water temps are 77 degrees. I'm gonna head back over here to this other spot real quick and see what happens. Come on, Texas Loop. It ain't that bad, is it? You said you have to dust off the funeral suit. Oh man. Where did the love go? Just that quick. Just gone. All right, let's see if these other fish have rested real quick. We shall see, guys. Let's see if we can just get one more. One more fish. All right, can anybody take a look at that poll and drop the percentages in that poll again? I want to see where we're ending up at for the day. An what is it? AMSR channel. Yeah, the beautiful sounds of casting. It's the new trend. see you guys are still getting active in the chat while I'm out here trying to concentrate. I'm trying to get one more fish before I head in. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh man, come on, Joseph. You saying the fish when I'm out here, the fish on the lake are safe, huh? They don't have nothing to worry about. Yeah. I mean, but I was only out here for 2 hours, guys. 2 hours. So we'll see. We'll see. Next time, maybe it won't be as windy. I can move around a little bit more and follow up on what CT was talking about. See if I can get some type of screen for the mic. So if I get that, then I think that may solve that problem for the next time I come out. Maybe. Uh-oh, I'm in overtime. CT said I'm in overtime. My 2 hours is up. Yeah, I guess we are sitting at 218, huh? Gotta see if I can make it happen, Captain. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. All right, peoples. We have been running for a little over 2 hours. Like I said, wanted to get out here, follow up with you guys, let you know we would be doing the makeup live stream this evening, and that it will be at 8 p.m. and this weekend, Sunday, 7 a.m. guys. We will be out here for another battle of the anglers. So let's see who will be the brave souls to get out here on the lake and see if they can catch more than one fish. So we'll make it fun and exciting, guys. You guys will get active in the chat as always. We'll see who the sponsors will be for this weekend. All of that good stuff. So I really appreciate everybody coming and tuning in today. And let me let that fish go. For anybody that is just tuning in, want to give a big shout out to Joe Winkler. And also want to give a big shout out to CT, Cerebral Tackle. So we had CT come in. He is the sponsor of today's On the Water live stream. Oh, shoot. The one-eyed fish tried to get me. Those teeth were sharp. All right, there he goes, guys. Hop down here so everybody can see it. There we go. Look at that eye. That missing eye right there, guys. And then there's the eye on the other side. All right, there we go. Let him go ahead back down here and talk to his buddy. Tell him he had an alien abduction for the day. All right, guys. Be sure to tune in tonight. Let me just drop this real quick. All right, be sure to tune in tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. We will be covering the topic. If you guys take a look down in the chat, you should see the poll. Yeah, I'm not able to see the poll, but if somebody could, well, we're about to end it right now, guys. But you guys saw the results of the poll. And then you see people's thoughts on whether you're an angler or a boater. I mean, well, a co-angler or a boater, and how you feel about the complaints of the co-anglers. Are most of them legitimate, or are they just kind of reaching a little bit? Does it come from the less experienced guys, or does it come from the more experienced guys? What do you think? So that's pretty much what we were talking about while we were out here today, guys. And tonight we're going to elaborate on that a little farther. And I will bring you guys up on the screen so you can kind of voice your opinions on it. And like I said earlier, if anybody can reach out to Cajun Rob, let him know that that we'll be on doing that. He might want to come up on the screen, because I know that he is out there doing his thing on the co-angler side of things, guys. All right, so signing off. See you guys tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern.